everyone, this is Karen.
Hey everybody, I'm Shane.
Today we have our lesson on translation practice, and one of the topics that we'll be covering is about jobs or part-time jobs.
I've noticed in Taiwan that students are not very likely to have part-time jobs. In other words, they won't go to school and work at the same time.
Because I think a lot of parents are worried that if they have a job that will kind of distract them from their, school work or their exams.
Right.
But whereas in North America is kind of different.
Yeah, it's almost expected that you will have a part-time job when you're in high school, while you're in college. What kind of part-time jobs did you have?
I had a lot, but my very first part-time job was a gymnastics coach.
Oh, wow.
So I coached little kids gymnastics. I used to take the classes and I loved it so much. And they're like, hey, do you want to work here part-time? So I got my license and I coached little kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
How about you? What was your first part-time job?
My first part-time job, actually, I started doing part-time jobs when I was really young. I would go to people's, like in the neighborhood, and ask people if they wanted their car washed. And I would wash their cars for maybe $5 US. And I used to always like going and making money, and I would help to pass out like DMs for businesses. I would really go looking for work. But my first really official job is I was a door-to-door salesperson.
Wow, that's tough.
So I would knock on people's doors and try to sell them a subscription to a newspaper.
Okay.
And I had a lot of doors slammed in my face, and people will push me. But I think it really helped to build my character, and I really learned about.
And you don't take no for an answer now.
That's right.
Right? So I think, having a job is actually very important and not just, focusing on your schoolwork only.
It teaches you responsibility.
Exactly.
You grow up.
A lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah. So enjoy today's lesson, guys.
Okay, get to work.
Translation practice. Practice A.
Overuse of electronic devices can result in children becoming nearsighted at a fairly young age. To prevent their eyesight from getting worse, they should try to avoid looking at screens for extended periods of time.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hi, I'm Hanny.
Welcome to this month's translation practice lesson. Today, as always, we will be translating. We'll take 4 Chinese sentences and translate them into English. Perfect English, if I might say so myself.
Very funny.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, let's get started on the first sentence of the day. 今天要翻译的第一个句子是电子装置使用过度可能导致儿童年纪轻轻就近视。好，那么主词是电子装置使用过度，动词是可能导致。那这个句子是在陈述事实，所以时态用现在式。
To kick things off, let's talk about the overuse of electronic devices. Overuse of electronic devices. Now, I think we all know what it means to use something. For instance, right now, I am using my voice to talk. Now, if I overuse my voice, I use it too much, I wear it out, and I maybe even damage it. Now, these verbs, use and overuse, can also be used as nouns with only a slight change in meaning and pronunciation. Instances of the use of one's voice are speaking, talking, etc. Then, overuse of one's voice would be a situation in which someone has spoken to the point that they've worn out their voice. I can't talk anymore. Overuse of the voice. Anyway, if you use electronic devices too often, maybe to the point that they're harming you, you are overusing them. By the way, electronic devices are things like computers, smartphones, tablets, etc. So you are overusing electronic devices, or you're saying that you are experiencing an overuse of these devices. For example, some people believe that the overuse of electronic devices can lead to addiction.
有些人认为过度使用电子装置会成瘾。那我们先来看看 electronic device 表示电子装置或是电子设备。那么 overuse 这个字可以当名词或当动词，那要特别注意发音哦。名词是念作 overuse， 那么动词是念作 overuse。好，那么它是由 over 过度的、超过的，再加上 use 所构成，来表达说过度使用。举例来说。Overusing idioms can make your writing sound unnatural. 过度使用成语可能会让你的写作听起来不太自然。好，那我们要翻译电子装置使用过度，可以用名词的 overuse 把它写作 overuse of electronic devices， 或者是用它的动词 overusing electronic devices. Okay, moving on. Jeff, what will we be discussing next?
I think we'll be discussing some phrases.
Okay.
Let's take a look. Result in, lead to, or cause. Result in, lead to, and cause all mean about the same thing. To cause something is to make something happen. Similarly, if A results in or leads to B, doing A will cause B to happen or will increase the chances of B's happening. Now, when we want to say how one thing made another thing happen, we can use the phrases result in or lead to, or we can use the verb cause. Yes, using any of these will help you to express a cause and effect relationship. For example, a lack of exercise can lead to weight gain.
缺乏运动可能会导致体重增加哦。好，那么 result in 或者是 lead to 或者是 cause， 它们都有导致、造成的意思。那要表达导致某人怎么样，它的用法是用 result in 或者是 lead to 加上某人加上动词 ing。那么或者是你可以用 cause somebody to 加上原形动词。我们来造两个例句。Too much stress can result in illness. 压力太大可能会导致生病。The convenience of smartphones has caused people to depend heavily on them. 智慧型手机的便利性导致人们对它重度依赖。Well, Jeff, a question.
Yes?
Is it true that you've never had to wear glasses?
That is true. I'm very lucky to have the eyesight that I do. I'm neither nearsighted nor farsighted. Anyway, while the topic is fresh in my mind, let's talk about how some people are becoming nearsighted at too early an age. Becoming nearsighted at a fairly young age. Now, if you are nearsighted, you are able to see things that are close to you quite well. But you can't see those things that are far away from you all that well. Now, being nearsighted isn't a big deal. You can get glasses and live a pretty normal life. But becoming nearsighted at a fairly young age, though, that's no good, especially if you become nearsighted earlier than you should have. Anyways, here, fairly or somewhat young people are becoming nearsighted because of overuse of electronic devices, okay? This is not a good thing, okay? Put down the electronic devices, save your eyesight. For example, after a freak accident, both of his parents became extremely nearsighted. Weird, right? But because neither of his parents could work, he had to join the workforce at a fairly young age.
好 ，Jeff 老师的第一个例句是说啊，在一场离奇意外事故中，他爸妈变得有严重近视。那么第二个例句是说，由于他的双亲都不能工作，他年纪轻轻就得进入职场。那我们先来看 nearsighted 这个形容词形容近视的。那在英式英文里面会用 short-sighted 来表示。例如 Ben is a bit nearsighted。Ben 有一点近视。好，那至于 at a young age， 它表示年轻时、年幼时，在里面加入副词 fairly 表示相当怎么样，或是还算怎么样，所以 at a fairly fairly young age 就表示年纪还小，相当年轻的时候。好，那么来造个例句。She began acting at a fairly young age. 她年纪还蛮小的时候就开始演戏了。好，那要翻译年纪轻轻就近视，我们就可以说 become nearsighted at a fairly young age。那特别注意，我们刚刚有说到 result in 或是 lead to 加人的话，后面要接动词 ing 的句型，所以 become 接在它们后面就要改用动名词 becoming 来表示哦。好，那现在看完相关文法，重点可以翻译整个句子了。So the sentence could be
Overuse of electronic devices can result in children becoming nearsighted at a fairly young age.
Okay, let's take a look at sentence number 2 right now. 今天要翻译的第二个句子是，为了防止视力恶化，他们应尽量避免长时间看荧幕。那么主词是他们，动词是应尽量避免。那这个句子是在陈述事实，所以时态用现在式。
Annie, I don't like this one bit. If kids are becoming nearsighted, maybe earlier than they would have otherwise, well, that's not good. So what can we do about this?
Well, they could put down their phone for one.
Yeah, put down your phones.
Yeah, that could help some of these people prevent their eyesight from getting worse.
You just used the word prevent there.
Yeah, and getting worse.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. What does it mean to do something to prevent your eyesight from getting worse? In order to prevent their eyesight from getting worse. If you prevent somebody or something from verb ing, from doing something, you keep or stop someone from doing something, often bad. Or you keep or stop something, often bad, from happening. Also, eyesight refers to your ability or your vision, okay? Then last but not least, if something gets worse, it goes from good to bad, from bad to terrible, terrible to disastrous, disastrous to catastrophic, etc. For example, in order to prevent forest fires, you should stop going camping so often.
露营、烤肉这一类活动是有可能会引起森林大火的。那为了避免这样的灾害，也许减少露营会有一些帮助。那么 to prevent their eyesight from getting worse 表示为了防止视力恶化。那其中的 eyesight 是指视力，这边有3个重点要注意。第一个要表达为了怎么样怎么样，可以写作 in order to 加原形动词，或是直接用 to 加原形动词，像是 in order to save time, they took a taxi to the airport. 为了节省时间，他们搭计程车去机场。第二个重点是 prevent somebody or something。from 加上动词 ing 表示阻止某人怎么样，防止某事物怎么样。这个动词 prevent 也可以换成 stop 或者是 keep。例如 ，They put a fence around the pool to prevent their children from falling into it. 他们在游泳池的周围架了围栏，以防小朋友掉进去。那第3个重点是 get worse， 它是指恶化，变得更糟，像是The dog's vision is getting worse. 那只狗狗的视力越来越差了。Okay, before we can wrap up sentence number 2, we have a nice simple explanation to make.
Let's talk about extended periods of time. Extended periods or extended periods of time. An extended period of time is a long period of time. One note here, we're using the word extended as an adjective. Now, there is a key difference between an extended period of time and a long period of time. Yes, an extended period of time is longer than usual. It's longer than normal, okay? That's the idea. Now further, here the plural form of the word period is used. Yeah, the phrase extended periods of time tells us that the screens that we're talking about have been viewed more than one time for an extended period of time. For example, when I was young, I spent extended periods of time at my local movie theater.
Jeff 老师说他年轻的时候长时间都待在当地电影院看电影。那我们可以用 extended periods of time 来表达长时间，或者是把 of time 去掉 extended periods。好，那么虽然 long 可以用来形容时间是长的，不过 extended 这个形容词可以形容延长的，它带有比平常时间还久的意思。那我们在表达长时间看荧幕时 ，extended 更可以表达出超过正常时间的语义。那么 period 它是指一段时间，用复数型呢就可以表达说看荧幕的次数不止一次。所以我们就可以说 periods of time 或者是 periods。比如 sitting for extended periods could increase the risk of many health problems。长时间久坐可能会提高许多健康问题的风险哦。好，那么现在已经看完相关文法重点，可以翻译整个句子了。So in English, sentence number 2 should say,
To prevent their eyesight from getting worse, they should try to avoid looking at screens for extended periods of time.
Okay, everyone, with that, it is now time for us to take a break.
Right, but don't go away, folks. We'll be right back after this.
Translation practice. Practice B.
Last summer, I got a part-time job in a restaurant in order to build up my hands-on experience. Even though the job was not easy, I did learn how to serve the customers and deal with difficult problems.
Welcome back to this month's translation practice lesson.
Before the break, we translated the first 2 sentences of our lesson. Now it's time to translate the next 2. Okay, without further ado, sentence number 3. 今天要翻译的第3句是去年夏天，我为了累积实务经验，到一间餐厅打工。那么主词是我，动词是到什么什么打工。那这是在陈述过去发生的事情，所以时态用过去简单式。
Okay, we have 2 things to discuss in sentence number 3. The first of these has to do with experience. Hands-on experience. Build up hands-on experience. Hands-on experience is a special type of experience. It's when you experience something or you learn about something by doing it yourself instead of, I don't know, by reading about it or by learning about it in school. Yeah, hands-on experience might allow you to actually make something with your own hands. There you go. Also, here to build up means to develop or grow or increase something over time, gradually. For example, he built up his baseball card collection over the years, or there's no substitute for hands-on experience.
好 ，Jeff 老师的第一个例句是说，这些年来他累积了棒球卡的收藏量。那么第二句是说，实务经验是无可取代的。好，那么 build up hands-on experience 就表示累积实务经验，其中的片语动词 build up 它表示逐渐累积或者是发展增加的意思，像是These exercises will help you build up your strength. 这些运动将会帮助你增强体力。那至于形容词 hands-on， 它表示亲身实践的、实际操作的，或者是实际动手做的。hands-on experience 就可以表达实务经验。例如 ，Mary is going to intern at a hair salon to gain some hands-on experience. Mary 要去一间美发沙龙实习来获取实务经验。Okay, 1 down, 1 to go for sentence number 3. I wonder what we'll cover next.
That's what you're wondering, huh? Well, you won't have to wait long, Hanny. Next, we're going to be covering this phrase, got a part-time job. A part-time job is a job that you do part of the time and not all of the time. Yeah, a job that you do all of the time, that would be a full-time job. Now, normally, a part-time job is a job where a person works fewer than 40 hours a week. Usually, people hold part-time jobs when they can't get or do not want a full-time job. Anyway, you can have or hold a part-time job. You can also get a part-time job. Yes, if you get a part-time job, you've just been hired or have just started on that job. One note, the term part-time can be used as either an adjective or as an adverb. For example, in between semesters of college, I usually got a part-time job.
Jeff 老师说他在大学时期呢，学期间通常会打工。那么先来看 part time 这个字，可以当形容词或当副词来表达兼职的或是兼职地。那我们要翻译这个句子，打工就可以说 got a part-time job， 或者是 took part-time work， 或者是 started to work part-time。好，造个例句 ：Ron got a part-time job at a convenience store。Ron 到一间便利商店打工。好，那么现在看完相关文法重点，可以翻译整个句子喽。So the sentence could be:
Last summer, I got a part-time job in a restaurant in order to build up my hands-on experience.
Okay, everyone, it is now time to cover the final example sentence of our lesson. Yay! 好，今天要翻译的第4个句子是：尽管这份工作不轻松，我确实学到如何服务顾客以及如何处理难题。那么主词是我，动词是学到。好，句子里面这个确实呢，它是用来强调动词，我们可以用助动词加动词的方式来表达，所以你可以用 I did learn 来表达说我确实学到什么什么。好，那这个句子在承接上一句，所以时态用过去简单式。
Thank you, Hanny. Okay, let the explanations for sentence number 4 begin. Even though. You can use the phrase even though to bring two clauses together. These two sentence clauses can clash with one another, be opposed to one another, contrast one another, etc. Note, the phrase even though has a meaning similar to the words though or although, but even though is stronger than though or although. For example, even though the weather is frightful, I'm having a great time.
虽然天气很糟，但我还是玩得很开心。那么 even though 表示即使虽然，它是 though 或是 although 的强调说法，用来表达虽然某个情况已经成立，但还是有某个结果，像是Even though we missed the bus, we still got there in time. 尽管我们错过公车，我们还是有及时赶到那里。Okay, everyone, we are now almost done. Yes, we now only have 2 more things to discuss.
That's true, Hanny, so let's get cracking. The next phrase is how to serve the customers. You can't forget how to do something, folks. If you forget how to do something, you no longer know how to do something that you were able to do before. So don't forget how to do stuff. Anyway, let's say that you learn how to serve customers. That means you develop this skill. You now know how to do something, i.e. serve customers, that you did not know how to do before.
好，那这边我们就来学 how to 加上原形动词来表达如何怎么样。那这个是用 WH 疑问词加 to 加原形动词来形成名词片语。这些名词片语呢，在句子里面就可以当主词、受词或是主词补语，像是 Do you know how to braid hair?
Yeah.
好，你知道如何绑辫子吗？句子里面的名词片语 how to braid hair 就是用来当 know 的受词。那我们要翻译如何服务顾客，英文就可以说 how to serve the customers. Okay, everyone, get this. It is now time for the final explanation of the day.
Awesome. Let's discuss what it means to deal with or address something. Now, this phrase and this word, deal with and then address, they mean about the same thing. When we use this phrase or this word, we're talking about confronting, handling, and or taking care of a difficult situation. We're solving a problem, basically. Yeah, to deal with a problem is similar to addressing that problem. In either situation, you're facing a challenge and doing your best to overcome it. For example, if you don't deal with your problems, they'll only get worse.
如果你没有把你的问题处理好，那一些问题就会变得更严重。好，那要表达处理解决，我们可以用 deal with 或者是 address。其中这个 address 不是地址的意思哦，它当动词可以表达处理，设法了解以解决什么什么的意思。例如 Governments are starting to find ways to address the problem of global warming. 政府开始寻找解决全球暖化的方法了。好，那么现在已经看完相关文法重点，可以翻译整个句子喽。So the sentence could be,
Even though the job was not easy, I did learn how to serve the customers and deal with difficult problems.
Okay, with that, our lesson is now done.
This month's translation practice lesson is complete, but I sure hope that we were able to help you guys translate. So, see you next time, see you next month.
Hey everybody, welcome to English in Action. I'm Shane.
Holly，
Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's get into the dialogue. Come on.
等一下，我不要这么急，好不好？OK。
Okay.
对，我们今天的主题刚好就是不要操之过急，心平气和。
Oh,
OK，
okay.
对，我知道我们对话会很好，但是不用这样子，好不好
Okay. I'm very sorry, everybody. Please accept my apology, and I welcome you to go to the dialogue. I heard I'm going to get a promotion at work. I'm going to buy a new car.
The decision isn't final yet. Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
But you don't think... Did you hear something? You don't think I do a good job? I'm sure I'm going to get the promotion.
Yeah.
But I don't have any chickens. Why am I counting chickens?
Well, 其实这个就是一个比喻啦，就是你在小鸡孵出来之前，你就先算了你有几只鸡会孵出来，所以你其实就是在等那个结果，可是其实不一定嘛。
对啊，你要等到他们真的有 hatch 了以后，才能开始算有多少。Right? Okay. You could also say not so fast.
OK， 这就蛮直接，别这么快哦，不要那么急。
Not so fast. Wait, think about it. Okay. Or you could say, don't jump the gun.
等下是跳在墙上吗？
就 It's a gun. Shoo.
不是啊，不是。
Don't jump the gun 就是要跑步的比赛那种感觉。
所以其实就是你在跑步的时候，不是有人会弄那个枪吗？开枪。
对，开枪了以后你才能走。
对，
如果你太快了，你就 jump the gun.
没错。
所以不要 jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Or you could say, don't be so hasty.
OK， 所以 hasty 在这边呢，就是非常的急，非常的就是想要把事情都做完。对。
Just get it done. Okay, so don't be too hasty.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble with your English, calm down. We're here for you.
对，
靠我们
就对了。
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Not so fast.
Not so fast.
Don't jump the gun.
Don't jump the gun.
Don't be so hasty.
Don't be so hasty.